As many of you know, the newest Star Wars film, Star Wars The Force Awakens, is now just over 3.5 months away, and it looks like if you're looking forward to seeing it on IMAX, you're going to have a lot of time to do it. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Lucasfilm has booked all IMAX screens in North America for 4 full weeks to exclusively screen The Force Awakens. The deal means other epic-scale films such as The Heart of the Sea and Leonardo DiCaprio's The Revenant will not be able to screen on IMAX. John Byers sells Star Wars The Force Awakens, taking over IMAX for 4 weeks.
We talked about this a little bit on Jedi Council yesterday. For those of you, a lot of you who were asking us, we just did, because of scheduling issues, we did Jedi Council this week on Wednesday, but don't worry, next week we'll be back to our regular Thursday slot for Jedi Council. So on yesterday's Jedi Council, we actually talked about this, and I was really excited, and I've changed my mind.
Really?
I sell it. And the reason I sell it is because I was reminded about what films now we are not going to get to see on IMAX. Revenant is a film I was wanting to see in IMAX. The way that they're shooting that film, the use of all natural light and the scope of it and the landscapes, I was really looking forward to seeing that. I would have been totally happy to see. Look, I'm going to be totally jacked to see Force Awakens on IMAX or in a Prime or something like that 1, 2, or 3 times in the first couple of weeks, and then see it on any movie theater. I'm going to be happy to see it on any movie theater after that. It's perfectly fine. I think I would be more happy if they booked it for 2 full weeks, and then The Heart of the Sea, that Moby Dick style movie that Ron Howard has coming out, looks fantastic. That would have been cool to see. Revenant would. Now, there's still a chance that these could get on IMAX screens after the 4 weeks are done, and I can't remember quite how the release dates line up. I should look into that. But for now, because of not what it means we're getting, but what we're actually missing out on, I'm going to sell it, surprisingly enough.
Well, yeah, I think In the Heart of the Sea definitely comes out before The Force Awakens, and I'm not sure about The Revenant yet, but The Hateful Eight, the way Quentin Tarantino shot that movie in 70mm, I don't think he wants it on any screen, even an IMAX screen, that's going to take away from the 70mm experience, right? So I don't know that he would even want to deal with IMAX. Now, having said all that, I'm very excited. I would go watch this Instagram video on IMAX right now, because I'm that pumped to see The Force Awakens for the next 4 weeks, and it does give people a chance, because look, you can say whatever you want about how easy it is to buy tickets online now. You can go see Force Awakens opening day if you want to. You might not be able to do it in IMAX because there's such a limited amount of IMAX theaters. So the fact that it's playing in 4 weeks does cater to the demand that everybody wants to see it at some point in IMAX. I'd feel a lot worse about not being able to see The Revenant or The Force Awakens in IMAX than I would The Revenant or any other movie. So I like that it's going to be for 4 weeks.
To your point, Heart of the Sea opens up 1 week. So it opens up on the 11th. So it opens up 1 week before The Force Awakens. The Revenant opens 1 week after. So it'll have at least its opening 3 weeks that it can't be on IMAX.
It's a huge buy for me. The Revenant's coming in like limited theaters too in December. It'll be out in January, so they want to stick it in IMAX. I can watch it there, and it's not even shot in IMAX. It's going to look beautiful. It's going to look great on. There are bigger screens that don't necessarily have to be IMAX. So I don't need to see The Revenant in IMAX because it wasn't shot for it. The Force Awakens was shot like at least I think 15, 20 minutes, maybe I don't know the exact amount for IMAX. And it also means we're all rooting for it to beat Avatar. Now, whether it will or not, probably not, but this is certainly going to help because, yes, we will all see it in IMAX, right? And then, like you said, we'll go tomorrow and watch it anywhere. But then there's other people who maybe have never experienced IMAX before. What movie do you want to experience IMAX? Force Awakens, Star Wars. It is a spectacle as much as it's going to be. JJ's going to focus on story and everything too. But out of those movies, all the movies we talked about, that movie is spectacle first. As where you have The Heart of the Sea, which is more about drama. And we said one of the reasons it was moved is because it's probably going to be a slower movie also. It's going to look cool. You're going to see the sea, but do I need to see the sea in IMAX? No, as long as it's in a bigger screen, it's fine with me. The big whale, great. It's on a big screen.
The ocean looks awesome in IMAX.
It sure does.
I can't believe you're trying to bring that up as an argument.
I'm just telling you.
Trying to diminish
I've seen the ocean.
I
get it.
The whale.
You go in, you go out, you come back.
But that's really what you're seeing in IMAX. You can go to big screens and still get that. You don't necessarily need the IMAX screen for it. It's not an IMAX experience the way that Star Wars is. Now, if you were telling me that there was a Marvel movie or there was another movie, a big Mission Impossible movie, because Mission Impossible was supposed to come out during the same time that Force Awakens was. Now, if you told me that Mission Impossible was moving over and wasn't allowed to do IMAX, then I'd be like, this kind of stinks because Mission Impossible should be seen in IMAX. So those two movies to me, if Revenant wants to come out in IMAX in January, I'll go see it.
I agree with everything you said. I would hate to go to the zoo with you. Can I see the monkey? You've seen monkeys before. You get them on TV.
Here's the thing. I guess this is the thing for me is that The things I get excited about seeing in IMAX are landscape and scenery. Like in The Dark Knight, some of the scenes that were shot in IMAX in The Dark Knight that were just regular scenes of characters who take up 3/4 of the screen, whatever, meh. The shots of the cityscape of Gotham was really Chicago.
But it was shot in IMAX.
Right. But what I'm saying is those shots, those are the shots, the scenery, the grand scope things, those are the things that hit me. The regular shots, those don't impress me all that much on the big screen. So like seeing The Force Awakens, while I'm really excited to see it, it's a dark sky with stars in it.
They've been
we don't
shooting
know
in
about
multiple.
that. Yeah,
They
yeah.
shot in the second largest cave in the world for this
Right.
movie. They went to Skellig Michael Island.
You know, I'm excited about seeing it. I want it at least 2 weeks in IMAX. I want it there.
But I'm just saying your Dark Knight example though too. They shot that scenery in IMAX, so we don't know if they didn't shoot any of the scenery in Revenant in IMAX. They didn't shoot those cameras.
I understand. It's just saying that's the scenery shots,
I'm with you.
the landscapes. That's what I like seeing on
If
those.
you told me that
IMAX
Revenant was
experiences.
shot in IMAX and now because of Force Awakens, now we're not getting that experience because the stuff that they shot in IMAX we're not going to see in IMAX, then I'd be bummed. But they didn't shoot. In
I've
IMAX.
seen mountains before.